Hey, Two Hearts, hope that you guys are doing good. It's been a while since we've seen each other at our last fishing event, but I'm really excited about this Saturday's fishing event. It's going to be at the Kickerillo Missioner Reserve, and it's off of 249, kind of in the Klein or Spring Klein area. We actually fished there last week and caught some bass on a little kayak trip, me and the kids, and so we're really excited this week. You may notice me, I may not look quite the same as what I've looked before. I did shave my beard off. And so as a fun little prize, the first Two Hearts member that can come up to me at the fishing event and say, Mr. Cracky, I really like your shave, is going to receive a free pack of bait. Woohoo! Woohoo! And I will have that ready for the first person that can say that. So you got to watch the video to be able to win the prize. And so the first person that can come up to me at the fishing event and tell me that is going to win a prize. Woohoo! Woohoo! A little incentive for watching the videos. But today we're going to learn a brand new fishing technique that we're going to be able to use this Saturday. And what that is called is using a Texas rigged worm. So we're not going to use real bait. We're not going to use live bait like we used before with sausage or the catfish bait balls. What we're going to use is a soft plastic, a little worm, a stretchy worm, soft plastics. And for you guys that have never used them before, this is a great bait for bass. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to rig it and how to fish it. All right, so the three things that you're going to need to rig a Texas rigged worm onto your fishing line is you're going to need a bullet weight, you're going to need a hook, and you're going to need your soft plastic stretchy bait. Tate, why don't you get a shot of all those real quick? So those are the basics right there of what you need. Now the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my weight and I'm going to put it on the line. Now you want to put the weight on the line in a way that the little point points up towards your fishing rod. The next thing that you want to do is we're going to tie our hook to our line using the Palomar knot. So if y'all need to review how to tie that Palomar knot, make sure you take a look at that video earlier in the series and you can get a peek at that. But what we're going to do is tie this hook to the line. Now once you got your hook and you got your weight on, it's going to look something like that right there. Okay? You got your hook, you got your weight right above it, and now we need to put the bait on. Okay? So I don't really care about the weight so much, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this worm right here, I poke the hook into the head. It goes in about a quarter, maybe half an inch, not very far, and then it pokes right back out the side. Okay? Now I slide it all the way up this hook, and this hook is designed with a special little notch at the top for Texas rigging. You slide it up all the way, I cover up the eye, and then my bait hangs just like that. Now you can notice I'm not done yet, okay, but the bait hangs down. So what I want to do is kind of measure with my eye where that bait touches the bottom of my hook, and I want to keep that in mind, and then I take the bait, I bend it up, and I poke it right at that spot at the bottom curve of the hook, and I slide it through. Once I slide it through, I've got it just like there. There's only one problem. I've got to make sure that this hook point is covered up so it won't catch on anything. So I take my bait, I stretch it up, and I poke that hook tip in, and I pull it back down. And if you'll notice, I'll get it really close, the hook is actually buried in the bait. Not buried, just the tip is buried. So this way, when I cast it out, I can throw it, and it will drag along the bottom. I can pop it off the bottom, and it won't get caught on anything. It should slide right over. All right? So this is what a Texas rig looks like. Next, I'm going to show you how we fish a Texas rig. So pay attention and enjoy the video. All right, so today what we're going to do is I want to talk y'all through fishing a different area. When you fish an area that's got a little bit heavier cover with trees or brush around, you got to be a little more careful whenever you cast. So y'all can see the type of area that we have, the type of cover that we have. We got brush, trees over there on the right. I got brush in front of me. So you're going to have to be kind of careful. Now the way that we're going to fish this bait, we've got a little Texas rigged worm right here, Utah worm, magworm, and I went over how to Texas rig it. So once we got it here, we're going to kind of flip it out there. We're going to work it back really nice and slowly. Okay, so what I do is I cast it out there, and I'm going to let it sink to the bottom. I'm going to wait about 10 seconds, let it sink, let it sit. What I'm going to do is take up the slack slowly. And what I want to do is this is going to be fished very slowly. It's not going to be fished quickly. So I'm going to go pop, pop, Pop it off the bottom. Take up the slack about 2 to 3 reels. Slowly. I got a bite. Got one right there. Alright. So there you see there's a little bass right there. Now bass, remember, you can grab them by the lip here. That's the safest way to hold them right there. But if you see, got them hooked right in the side. Come on, you. There we go. So we got him out. Okay. So the way that this works, I'm going to get this guy back in the water. Okay, so the way that this works, again, we've got this little Texas rigged worm. Let me fix him. And we fish him slow on the bottom. Alright? So that was literally my first cast. So I guess kind of got lucky with that. But we fish him slow and on the bottom. And once we get it all set, cast out and I'll show you again. So what we do with this little magworm, we're going to throw it out there, and we'll count to about 10 and set it on the bottom. Once I get to 10, I'm going to pop it off the bottom slowly, and I retrieve slowly about 2 or 3 turns. A lot of times the fish will hit whenever it's sitting on the bottom. Alright, this is kind of a slower fishing method. It's a little bit of sit and wait, but it's an active fishing method because you've got to make the worm dance just a little bit. You don't want to pull it too fast. Alright, so this is a slow moving retrieve. It usually works with this. So I'm going to let it sit, give it a little pop pop, take up the slack nice and slowly. So this is popping it. You can also drag it slowly if you just want to keep reeling and drag nice and slowly across the bottom. You can do that if you have a smooth bottom. But sometimes if you have rocks, tree stumps on the bottom, you may get snagged. A lot of times I'll have to kind of dance it and pop it a little bit. Yeah, another one.
Every cast. He's smaller.
Looks like almost the same one.
He caught another, Lou. Every cast he catches one.
Alright, so this is a good technique. You can catch bass right off the bottom using this. Of course, these aren't big, but there's big ones in there too. So once again, another little guy. You can see. And this Texas rigged worm is a killer for bass.
Oh, poor
Sorry.
fish.
Bounced him off that log. I didn't mean to. So anyways, this is kind of my only bait. I only brought one today because I wanted to demonstrate for you guys, but so far I'm 2 for 2 in casting fish, which is a pretty good thing. Let me get this guy back through. Give you another cast or two. Let me get this set up.
You'll catch one every cast.
I hope so. That's the plan. Now, it usually doesn't always happen that way, but so I'm right here. I'm going to try that spot over by Laney a little bit. I'm going to come down here. Keep the camera on me, think. Okay, so I'm going to right up there. So now when I fish by trees, you saw me cast over there, you want to be careful that I don't cast too far and get stuck in the trees. Alright? You got to be very aware of where you're casting, where there's brush out there. Laney, wait just a minute or two. Let me fish this. So, once again, we pop, pop. We're going to retrieve nice and slow, about 2 or 3 turns. We'll hit another pop. And see, right now I'm catching on the bottom a little bit. So when you catch something on the bottom, a snag, what you want to do is pull slowly. Don't jerk hard trying to get a snag out. A lot of times if you just bounce it off the bottom, if I have it rigged right, it should not catch on anything. Okay? So that's kind of the secret to the Texas rigging. If you rig it correctly, you shouldn't get hung up. You should be able to just pull right over the top of whatever you're dragging over, whatever catches you. So, once again, I pop, pop, then I retrieve it slowly, and I let it sit. Got one. There you go.
Oh, he seems a tiny bit bigger.
Yeah, this is a little bit. About same size. These are all, there's a bunch of little ones in here, and they're fun to catch.
Can I hold that one?
Little bass.
Or wait, I'm good.
Alright. So there's another little one right there, and you can just see this technique with this little magworm. It drops the bass crazy. It's a very good, well-proven technique. A couple things as we wrap up our video that I want to talk to you about. When we come this Saturday, I think the temperatures are going to be pretty cool in the morning. We're going to start at 8 o'clock, or the gates open at 8 o'clock. We'll have a quick fishing meeting at about 8:15. It's at the Kickerillo Missioner Preserve, and it's off of Highway 249 and just past Cypress Wood. I was sent out a map over email, so you should have that information. We're going to meet at about 8:15 to start the meeting. It is going to be cooler, so dress warm. We're going to be spread out, and the surroundings are going to be more similar to what we've seen out here today. So make sure that you, hey, dress warm. There's going to be trees, there's going to be brush. It's going to be a little, it's not going to be like a flat bank that we fished last time. And we're not going to be using live bait. We're going to be using Texas rigged worms. And so I'll have all that stuff for you. You just got to show up with your pole and ready to catch some fish. Very excited. If you got any questions, email me. And we look forward to seeing you this Saturday. Take care. See you soon.